Welcome to Southside News Today. It's Wednesday, February 3rd. I'm Chuck Vipperman reporting. Southside News Today is brought to you by Train with Dave, personal training and strength runner sports conditioning. Also by the Danville Area Humane Society and Shanks Associates, serving the land surveying and engineering needs of Southside and Southwest Virginia for 34 years. Danville police are investigating an afternoon shooting that left a 21-year-old city man dead. The 911 call came in around 3:15 today. Callers said they thought someone had been shot in the 600 block of Cabell Street. Police went there and found Jalen Fitzgerald dead from apparent gunshot wounds. Investigators have been canvassing the area and the crime scene, collecting evidence. Right now, no word on a suspect. Anyone with information is asked to call Danville Crime Stoppers at 793-0000. State Department of Health reporting 2 more local COVID-19 fatalities. Both were women over the age of 80. That brings the death toll to 114 for the Pennsylvania Danville Health District. Locally, there were 44 new cases of the illness reported this morning, way down from the average over the past week and month. Now, there's more good news on local hospitalizations. Dr. Sidney Harris with Sova Health Danville says they're down 33% from a week ago.
I'm happy to say as of today, February the 3rd, we are experiencing a decrease in the number of patients being treated for COVID at this hospital, Sova Danville. We have 32 between the routine medical ward and the ICU. I'm told that the Martinsville campus has 19, so as a system, we have roughly 50 people, and this represents a downward trend compared to the last update.
Local positive test rate is 17%. That's slightly higher than the state average. State Senate yesterday voted unanimously to set up a fund that school divisions could tap into to fix roofs and other infrastructure. But it was only a partial victory for the sponsor, Southside State Senator Bill Stanley. The measure does not have any money coming along with it.
We have so many schools that were built before World War II that are still in use. A lot of them have flat roofs. And from those flat roofs, you would have rain coming in, and it would come into the inside of the structure. It would affect the electronics, the electric, the HVAC, and then seep into the kids' classrooms. And there were kids that would then have to move because the mold, the mildew, and the rain would be coming through the ceiling and onto their head.
The Public School Assistance Fund and program will be administered by the Department of Education, providing grants for repairs. It would give priority to areas with the greatest need based on the condition of existing roofs and the ability to pay for repairs.
And it's about time that this General Assembly understand that we have a huge multi-billion-dollar problem in front of us that has to be solved now. I have said it before, and I will say it again, because you know this is my number one issue. Our children are our number one natural resource.
Later this week, another Senate committee will consider a measure from Stanley to approve a statewide referendum where voters would decide whether to borrow $3 billion to fix aging school buildings. State Senate passed a bill today that would abolish the death penalty in Virginia. Democrat-controlled chamber approved the bill 21-17. Republicans opposed the bill, saying that they were concerned about people being convicted of heinous murders and being paroled. Democratic Governor Ralph Northam has indicated full support for a full repeal. A House version is advancing. Since the death penalty was reinstated nationally in the mid-'70s, Virginia trails only Texas in number of executions. Also in Richmond today, the state Senate passed a bill that would require schools to offer in-person instruction beginning this fall. 8 Democrats joined 18 Republicans supporting the measure, 13 Democrats opposed. Supporters say lawmakers have a moral obligation to look out for all school children. Critics say they want to make sure that a return to in-person instruction is safe before it becomes mandatory. Pennsylvania County Planner is looking at a new solar project proposal in the far southwestern corner of the county. The Meshaw Solar Center will now ask the Board of Supervisors for a special use permit. Plans call for a 50-megawatt solar generating center on 850 acres in the Axton community. About 400 of the acres would be over in neighboring Henry County. 2020 was a record-breaking year for a local relief group. God's Pick Crew responded to 21 disasters, distributed 121 tractor-trailer loads of relief supplies, and handed out 26,000 of their blessing buckets. Total value of the product, $8 million. All this came at a year where the pandemic impacted even the most basic services. In addition to helping in Central America, Oregon, and Tennessee, the crew also helped close to home, filling out 2,400 food boxes, serving 150,000 meals to the needy. They're already starting a drive to secure more volunteers for this year. The Danville Transit System today unveiled a new bus wrap that celebrates Black history with a decidedly local flair. It features the images of 12 African Americans, including locals like the Edmonds brothers and Lawrence and Gloria Campbell. National luminaries include W.E.B. Du Bois, Representative John Lewis, Maggie Walker, Booker T. Washington, and more. It's wrapped in honor of Black History Month. Well, in local sports, there is great news today. The GW Eagles will begin football practice tomorrow for an abbreviated 2020 season in 2021. The Virginia High School League canceled fall football last year because of COVID-19. They're allowing a district-only season running through early April. Right now, Coach Nick Anderson's team has 5 games scheduled, all of them in the Piedmont District. Of course, with the fluid nature of the pandemic scheduling, that is subject to change. But for now, let's hope it's play ball. That's a look at Southside News today. It's been brought to you by strength runner Dave Glue-Harriff, the Danville Area Humane Society, and by Shanks Associates. I'm Chuck Bipperman. Have a great evening, everyone.